YouTube, what's good? Welcome back to the spaceship. My name is the letter C for those that don't know. In this video, I want to talk about transforming your samples. I saw a tweet a couple weeks ago by Decap, and it says, just got one of my YouTube videos demonetized because someone is claiming the copyright of a royalty-free sample I created. And he just made a recent YouTube video talking about royalty versus royalty-free samples or loops or whatever. And the problem is that someone made a song with one of his samples and claimed it, and when he tried to use it, the same loop for one of his videos, that YouTube demonetized his video, saying that he didn't have the rights, and he actually is the creator of that sample. And the problem with content ID is that it's causing a lot of problems. A lot of people are against using royalty-free samples. Not me, I use them all the time. I don't mind using ones you have to clear or pay for also. But because there are so many like free melodies and loops out there for producers to use and make beats with, that a lot of us are using the same tracks, and that's why people are getting their stuff demonetized, because they're using it the exact same way. So what I want to focus on is actually not just focus on, but when I make and create music, I try not to use the loop the way it is. I try to do something to it so it sounds totally different from, or at least, change the key, or just do something to make it sound different than what it originally was, so that you don't run into these problems, So basically, it's for me, as someone who started out as a sample-based producer, it's like I can flip and chop these loops, make them sound different to whatever I want, and I don't have to pay anything. But I want to show you a couple VSTs or effects that I use to help me transform my samples. All right, let's get it. Okay, so I just got an email recently, these guitar loops from Cymatics. I use their stuff all the time as well. They got like millions and millions of loops if you're looking for some, and they give a lot of stuff for free. Um, I'm gonna try to find one that we could flip, and I'm gonna just show you my process. See if we can make something dope today. Let's get it. I mean, that's pretty dope. Mellow. I'm gonna bring that in right here. But what's also dope is they give you the stems. So let's open up the stems for different day. Let's bring those in. Cool. Alright, everything's at 145, so. I feel like older school type producers are mad at loops for one, because like this is like all I gotta do is add drums if I wanted to, and then you got a nice little like literally like 145. Since we're talking about decap drum loops, and like that's at 140, but it's gonna, let's just drag that in and see what happens. And you can rock out like that if you really wanted to. The first thing I'll do is I'll bring in guitar rig. We'll just try stuff. That's tight. warp them first. Now. So we got that. Now I'm going to use Little Altar Boy for the vocal sample. Okay, let's save that just in case this goes crazy. We'll call it put me in the clouds. Now we gotta put that bass on it. Now that bass is really light. I'm not gonna mess with that one. I'm gonna put an 808 on it. Now I'm going to use guitar rig again on the second guitar. So for our main guitar, we put guitar rig on, put an effect that I liked. Then I added the Tidal filter to give it that that wow 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 sound, right? Then the other guitar, put more guitar rig, and I put some come back here delay on it. The vocal, we use Little Altar Boy. And now let's listen to how the original sounds. Then we'll play our beat. Alright y'all, so that was our beat showing you how I like to try to transform my samples. Not just use the loop as is, but do something to it, change the pitch, add effects. I used a bunch. I used Alter Boy, I used Guitar Rig. Definitely Guitar Rig is definitely one of the main ones I use for stuff like this. I wanted to use the output effects, but I didn't get to it. I'll probably just make a separate video on using all the output bundle that I bought, just to show you how I use that as well. Hopefully this might have inspired any of you that might be having trouble, that like to use loops and don't want to use it the same way everyone else uses it, or trying to find ideas on how to flip it, or just different ways to transform your music. So let me know how you felt about this beat in the comment section. I still have my beat course showing you how to use MPC beats, learning how to use that program to create music. It's a free program if you can't afford or on the budget. Definitely check that out. I have a summer 21 code. I believe it's 35% off until summer, so it's about $65 I believe. And make sure you get that if you're trying to learn how to make music. All the links are in the description if you want to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, wherever. And I'll catch you guys at the next video. Alright, peace.